Class 7. In the previous class, we have studied how we can replenish nutrient in the soil by adding fertilizer and manure. Today, we are going to learn how we can replenish the soil by growing leguminous crops. What we are going to learn? How can we replenish the soil with nitrogen by growing leguminous crops? Understood? Though lots of nitrogen present in our atmosphere, but plant cannot use the nitrogen in gaseous form. The plant need nitrogen in the form of water soluble compounds, in which they need in the water soluble compounds such as nitrate. The plants such as gram, pea, pulses, etc. and beans are called leguminous crops. They are called leguminous crops. Understood? Here it is written leguminous plant. The leguminous plant have root nodules in them which contain rhizobium bacteria. Leguminous plant have rhizobium bacteria present in their root nodules. What the rhizobium bacteria do? Rhizobium bacteria converts the nitrogen gas of air into nitrogen compound. What the rhizobium bacteria do? They change, or you can say they convert the nitrogen gas from air into nitrogen compounds. So when a leguminous crops are grown in the field, the rhizobium bacteria present in the root nodules of leguminous plant convert nitrogen gas of air into nitrogen compounds like nitrate. Some of these nitrogen compounds are used by the leguminous plant for their own growth. When they change the nitrogen gas into the nitrogen compound, some of that nitrogen compound is used by the same leguminous plant and other are left behind in the soil. The remaining nitrogen compound made by rhizobium bacteria mix with the soil in the field and enrich it. Thus the soil in the fields get enriched with nitrogen compounds in the natural way. This way the soil gets the nitrogen compound in natural way without adding any fertilizers or manures, means without adding any chemical compound into it. The growing of leguminous crops in the field is of great importance to the farmers, and the growing of leguminous crops play an important role in the field to the farmers. This is because why it's play an important role for the farmer also. The farmer do not need to put nitrogen fertilizer in the field in which leguminous crops have been grown earlier. It means the farmer do not need to put any kind of fertilizer in the field in where leguminous crops has been grown. So it saves their lots of money also. That's why it is benefit for the farmer and for the field. How field? They get natural nitrogenous compound, and for the farmer they can save their lots of money. Our next topic is cells. What it is? Cells. What is our next topic? Cell. Before we start from the book, let's have a chart on cell. Cell is the smallest unit of life, and we cannot see the cell with our naked eyes. We can see the cell under only a microscope. Here I have made a table for you. Many cells combine and form tissues. Tissues combine to form organ, and organs combine to form an organ system. Understood? As I have told you, cell is the smallest unit of life. And two more things that are important about the cell. Organism made up of two types, unicellular and multicellular. Now what is unicellular and multicellular? Organism that is made up of single cell, means made up of one cell, is known as unicellular, like amoeba. And organism made up of more than one cell, means two cell, three cell, four cell, thousands, million, they are called multicellular, like plants and animals. Understood? Cell is the smallest unit of life. All the living things, whether they are plant or animal, are made up of cells. Just as a house made up of a small unit of bricks and form a house, same way our body made up of small cells together to form a unite body. Thus, cell are building blocks of plant and animals. Cell are very small in size, which cannot be seen with the naked eyes. We are not able to see our cell with the naked eye. Cell can be seen under a microscope only. A device which is used to see the cell, you can say, that is microscope. Microscope is a device which help us to see the things which we cannot see with our naked eyes. What are microscope? Microscope is a device which is used to see the things which we cannot see with our naked eyes. We can, however, see the plant and animals around us because they are made up of millions and millions of tiny cells joined together. We can see them because they are made up of millions of cells, which are joined together. Some organisms are made only of one cell, but others are made up of many cells joined together. For example, the simplest animal called amoeba is made up of only one cell, but a complex organism like rose plant or a man is made up of millions of cells. All living cells come only from other living cells. All the living cells come only from the other living cell. Means जितने भी living cells develop होते हैं, they come from the other living cells. The cell are mainly of two types, that is animal cell and plant cell. That we will discuss in the next class because it's a long topic. Take time to explain it very clearly. I'm just giving you a summary about the cell. Now in the next class we are going to learn about two types of cell, that is animal cell and plant cell. Though many things are common between animal and plant cell, but some way they are different. Many things are common in both of them, means in the plant cell also and in the animal cell also. Many things are common, but some way they are different. Means कुछ चीजें ऐसी होती है जो उनमें different होती हैं, और बहुत सी चीजें ऐसी होती हैं that are common in both of them. That we will study in the next class with the diagram explanation. I hope so that you will revise to till cell definition, what is cell. And I want to tell you one more thing. Who discovered the cell? Do you know who discovered the cell? Sir Robert Hooke. Who discovered the cell? Sir Robert Hooke. He is the scientist who discovered the cell. Understood? So we will continue the plant and the animal cell in the next class. But on the page number 12, you can see very short questions are given. Some very short question answers are given that you have to do in your book from question number 1 to question number 10. After finishing my lesson, means after explaining the plant and the animal cell, we will do a revision of this 1 to 10 very short answer. I will tell you the answers. You will match your answers by your own. Understood? So please do very short answer 1 to 10. If you are not understanding it properly, ask me. I will tell you the answer. I'm going to read the question for you. Name the pores through which leaf exchange their gases. Understood? Name the process by which, second, name the process by which plant make their food. Third, what is photosynthesis? That you all know. You have studied this question since class 5th. So please answer this. Then fourth is true false. Fifth one is name any one plant which has nitrogen fixing rhizobium bacteria in its roots. Just now I have tell you what in which plant the rhizobium bacteria is present. Sixth, what do the patches of green layer floating on the surface of stagnant water bodies like ponds and lake consist of? What they consist of? Seventh, why are algae is green? Means why algae is green. Eighth, name a gas used in photosynthesis process. Name a gas produced in photosynthesis process. Means one first question you have to write which gas is utilized in the photosynthesis, and in 8b you have to write which gas is produced in the photosynthesis. Ninth, what name is given to those organisms which can make their own food, which depend on other organisms for their food. In 9th A you have to write a organism name which can make their own food, and in B you have to write an organism which cannot make their own food, they depend on other. 10th, rhizobium bacteria and leguminous plant help each other in survival. What is relationship known as? I have told you what relationship is known in between them. So please answer these 10 questions properly in your book or in your rough copy. If you do not have copy, I have just read it out the question for you. Write these answer in your rough copy also. Understood? Please do a good revision. Nice. Have a good day. Bye bye.